Hi, welcome to Doctor Who Reviews and more. Today I want to talk about Doctor Who, the beginning box set, as you can see. So the episodes who are in this box are Unearthly Child, the Daleks, and the third episode, The Edge of Destruction. Well, um, on YouTube for say almost 8 years ago, almost, I did my first review here on YouTube about Doctor Who Unearthly Child. I talk about this episode and some of the parts inside this episode that I remember. So, if you go on YouTube and search or go into my website on YouTube, you can find that episode that I did in 2013 when I talk about Doctor Who Unearthly Child. Um, I want to do a little review about the Daleks. Doctor Who the Daleks is the same as the movie. You remember Peter Cushing did a movie in the 60s called The Daleks Invade Earth in 2150 or something. Yeah. Well, that movie is the same as these 7 parts with William Hartnell. Because you see the Doctor, you see Susan, Ian, Barbara are heading for Skaro, the planet where the Daleks lives. Yeah. So this is the first time the Doctor meets the Daleks, and in this episode you see that the Doctor, Ian, Barbara, and Susan are investigating the planet and where they are, and then they see this building of metal. So they're curious, so they walk into it, and they were captured by a metal creature known as the Daleks. So, the Daleks brought Ian, Susan, and Barbara and the Doctor till the place to jail or something that they're gonna put them in. But Ian, yeah, he tries to escape. So one of the Daleks paralyzed him, so he couldn't walk for a while. So Barbara, Ian, and Susan have to help Ian to get to the room where they're gonna stay as prisoners. Yeah, and well, in there, that um, you remember that the Daleks comes in with some food to them first, but a little bit later on, they make sure that the door didn't close, so they put some food inside the lock, so the door went up, and they went, and they closed, and the door went up again, and it closed. Well, the Dalek thought that was curious. Why the door behaving like that? So the doctor, Ian, Barbara, and Susan took some food and stashed it in the eye of the Dalek. So the Dalek said, I cannot see, I cannot see. So they took the blanket that they have, and while they removed the creature who were inside of it and lay it on the table or on the floor or something. And Ian, he climbed inside and he pretended to be a Dalek. And, the doctor and Barbara and Susan went with them. So Ian tries to trick the Dalek. So it was okay at first. The Dalek believed it and they, you know. But a little bit later on, they were curious because this Dalek behaves little different than the rest of them. So they said, exterminate, exterminate, and they destroys it. But where is Ian? Did he die or did he survive? So that's a cliffhanger for you. And what a little bit later on, that Susan went back to the TARDIS, and when Susan went back to the TARDIS alone, there was a shadow going near the TARDIS, and they have something that they lied before outside the TARDIS. Yeah, and a little bit later on, Susan got to know some humans creatures who lives also on this planet, who are the enemies of the Daleks. And the question is, where is Ian? Did he die or did he survive? Okay, here's a spoiler for you if you didn't. Well, if you don't have watched the episode The Daleks, 7 parts. 7 parts. It's a long episode, 7 parts. Well, he survived. He climbs out of the Daleks and runs away before a couple of seconds before the other Daleks comes and destroyed that Dalek. So he survived. So, this creature tells Susan why they are enemies of the Daleks and what happened to the rest of their people, and And a little bit later on, that the Daleks wanted to have an alliance with these people and offering them food, clothing, and other stuff. But actually, the Daleks, they don't trust anyone. So they want to make sure that these human creatures are walking into a trap. Also. So, yeah. So, this episode, The Daleks, is 7 parts long. And, it's the same, almost the same as the movie Daleks Invade Earth in 2021. No, 2050 AD. Yeah. So, if you haven't watched this episode yet, watch it. Yeah, come and watch it. Um, well, you can find the beginning box set, Doctor Who beginning box set on eBay. You can find it on Amazon. You can maybe find it on other pages if you go into another page and search there. Maybe you can find it. Or it could be out of print. Maybe. So go and check this box out. And well, inside this box set, you will find Unearthly Child, Edge of Destruction, and the Daleks. Yeah. So, well, I did my first review back in 2013 that I talk about the episode Unearthly Child. And if you want to know that, you can go to YouTube, and you can go to my site on YouTube, Doctor Who Reviews and More, and maybe you can find it there. Yeah. Well, Edge of Destruction is 2 parts. And well, it contains 2 parts, as I said. Well, I believe that in this episode they are just in the TARDIS. Yeah, there things happen when they are in the TARDIS. So they are not on any planets or anything, but they are in the TARDIS, and then, well, end of the Daleks episode, the last episode, last part 7, there were something happened in end of that episode, and then the continuation in Edge of Destruction. So you're gonna see there when they have problems, and you know. So that's it for Doctor Who Reviews and More. So I hope to see you in another video. And well, sorry I didn't mention um, the Daleks. When the Doctor and Ian and Barbara meet the Daleks for the first time, the Daleks are also curious. Who are they? So they introduce themselves. I'm the Doctor. This is Ian, Barbara, and Susan. And well, from that day, the Doctor were an enemy of the Daleks. Yeah. So this is the beginning of that journey we are going on. When you see, oh, the Doctor are an enemy of the Daleks, so he needs to be destroyed. Yeah. So this is the beginning. Well, because that's the episode where it all starts with the Daleks. Well, the movie that Peter Cushing is played the Doctor in The Daleks Invade Earth in 2050 AD, is almost the same as that episode, The Daleks. Well, you see, the Doctor and Ian and Barbara and Susan are on the planet Skaro. They meet the Daleks for the first time. And, Ian is trying to run away. So the Daleks, they paralyze him. Yeah. So Barbara, Susan, and the Doctor, played by Peter Cushing, they helped Ian. And then they've been locked up in this tiny little room. And, well, the Daleks are keeping a surveillance of them. They watch them every time. But, you know, that the Doctor and, the companions, a little bit later on, when they get some food, they make sure that the camera are destroyed. So they put some food on the camera. Yeah. And they also put some food um, on the camera lens to the Dalek, so the Dalek couldn't see. And they removed the creature who were inside the body, this metal body, and put it on the floor. And Ian climbs up into the Dalek and pretend to be a Dalek, so to trick the other. Oh, I'm going to move the prisoners to another place, and we're going to see the Emperor and all that. So, well, the Daleks believed Ian in the movie and in the TV show for a while, and then they were curious. So, then they noticed that the Daleks were a little different. The behaving not like them anymore. So it was a little different. So then they know something's wrong with that Dalek. So they destroys it. Yeah. So so the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, go and see it. Peter Cushing plays the Doctor. And well, if you haven't seen the episode with William Hartnell, well, the second episode in season 1, go and see it. So, well, this is the front. This is the back. This is the spine. And, well, we have a booklet. So this is what the front of the booklet look like. Well, you can pause and read it if you want to. Well, you know why I have this picture, this gray picture of the Doctor Who? Well, it's because I have a region 2. And this is what's inside. And this is what's in the back. Well, in here you can read about the characters and the people who are behind this episode, and you can read also what's the special features are on the discs. Well, also one disc. Yeah, one disc. So this is the disc. Well, this is the normal edition. I don't have the special edition. I well, I don't know if there was a special edition that were released. Maybe, yeah, maybe there are a special edition with maybe 2 or 3 discs in it, maybe. But I have only the standard edition. So, as you can see, this is the front. BBC in the corner here. There. Yeah. Well, every time we are creating Doctor Who reviews and more with Doctor Who items, they are BBC. Yeah. Well, they are the creators of Doctor Who and lots of other TV shows that I mentioned. Yep. Well, also there are 3 discs. Disc 1, Unearthly Child. Disc 2, The Daleks. Disc 3, Edge of Destruction. Yeah. And this is the back. Well, it's the same as the front. and this is his bind with 12 years old. You must be 12 or over to watch Doctor Who. Yeah, but yeah, if you are a little kid, maybe 6 or 7 years old, you sit in the couch with your parents or your family and watch Doctor Who every time. Yeah. Or maybe you're sitting behind the couch because you are scared of the Daleks, or maybe you're scared of the Cybermen. Yeah, who knows? Hmm? Yeah, well, there's lots of people out there who are a huge Doctor Who fans, and well, there are lots of Doctor Who fans of all ages. You can be 5 years old, or maybe 10, 15, or 25 years old or over, maybe 100 years old for that matter. Yeah. So this episode was a little review that I talked about before that I'm going to do of the episode The Daleks. I told you a little bit of it, not too much, but a little bit. So now you know a little bit of the story. That I remember. I remember just a little point of it, and some of it, not all of it, but some of it. And well, on this planet, the Daleks are doing some um, some projects with the human creatures that lives on this planet, and they turn some of them into some dangerous creatures that you're going to meet also in this episode. And some of you know in well some of the people who are in this episode, spoilers, are going to die. Yeah, we're going to see some people who are dying in this episode as well. Yeah, because the Daleks exterminate. Yeah, they like to destroy everything that they can touch. So, what's happened next? This is the first episode with the Daleks, and the second episode is um, the Daleks invaded Earth in 2050 AD. I believe that's the second episode with the Daleks, and also the departure of Susan. Yeah, you remember Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter. She's gonna leave us later on. I believe in season 2, the second season. Yeah, so, the Doctor has a nice speech that he gives to Susan. And, Susan will not leave because she wants to stay with her grandfather. But, the Doctor sees that Susan and this man that Susan are with are in love and have a good relationships and all that. So the Doctor understand that Susan will be with him. So now it's time to say goodbye and move on. So the Doctor says his speech and goodbye and moved on to the second journey. Yeah. So it's a little sad moment there in that episode when the Doctor says goodbye to Susan. And you know that the episode I'm talking about is almost of the second movie. So this is the the first movie with Peter Cushing. Yeah, when he meets the Daleks for the first time. And the second episode, where you see Susan's departure, is the second movie of Peter Cushing also. Yeah, because when they come out with that first episode and the second episode with the Daleks, some people, maybe the same one, creates a movie of those two episodes. So you can watch them on eBay or Amazon. They have them on Blu-ray and DVD, maybe VHS or maybe 4K. Yeah. So you need to dig very deep to find them. Yeah. So that's Doctor Who reviews and more for now. And I hope to see you in another episode. So share your knowledge, connection, collection with other Doctor Who fans. And I catch you on the wild side. And also see you later, alligator. Bye.